Here we go again. Sony have announced the games for PS Plus Essential subscribers for the month of June 2025. Plus, they've also announced 4 more games coming to the PS Plus catalogue and 2 more games coming to the Premium catalogue. So we have a lot to go through today. Let's do this. First up, on the PS5, we have the reimagining of the Alone in the Dark series, with Hollywood stars David Harbour and Jodie Comer playing Edward and Emily, making their way through a spooky mansion filled with mysteries and survival horror elements. And as you can tell, we are in the 1920s. We travel through this mansion's grounds, picking up items which feed into puzzles, and then backtracking to open doors which were previously locked. It's essentially the same thing Resident Evil games do well. Alone in the Dark has a parallel story as we choose to play as Emily or Edward, and then once credits roll, we play again as the character we didn't select earlier to get the full story. Average review score is a bit worrying, 63 out of 100, so not so great if you trust reviewers. And the Platinum Trophy will take you on average 16 hours to claim. This is yours from June 3rd. Next we have NBA 2K25 on both the PS4 and PS5. A basketball sim which drops annually. If you've played one of these over the last decade, the core gameplay hasn't really changed much, but the amount of polish over the years has made this version of NBA as close to the real thing as possible, right down to the iconic signature moves of the players. The 2K series has brought in a city to explore, but only on current gen, so only PS5 users can have this. It's essentially a mini world to exist in, simply walking down the Boulevard of Stars, or going to your own practice court before challenging other players online in 1-on-1 right up to 5-on-5 games. The average review score is a smidge under 8 out of 10 with a typical platinum time of over 100 hours. Personally, I'm not a fan of annual sports being part of PS Plus, but hopefully someone is a happy chappy with this. Grab it on June 3rd. Here's an interesting one, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, a cel-shaded single-player action game on the PS4 and PS5. We play as a member of the Bomb Rush crew and use bikes, skates and skateboards to get around the city. We can spray our tag and challenge rival gangs, all while avoiding the authorities. It has a lot of the same vibes to Jet Set Radio and Sunset Overdrive, and if you haven't played either of those 2 games, this is a great place to begin. The story is crazy far-fetched, with brainwashed police tracking you down and bosses who can take off someone's head with a well-placed throw of a vinyl record. All in all, this is a much-loved short adventure that takes about 8 to 10 hours to get the Platinum Trophy, and this one has an average review score of 81 out of 100 on the PS5. Will you try it on June 3rd? There's more this month as another Destiny 2 expansion comes to PS Plus Essential, again on both PS4 and PS5. But unlike the other games, this one drops on May 28th, which is literally tomorrow if you're watching when I release this video. The Final Shape. This one released about 11 months ago, and I reckon everyone knows Destiny by now. It's renowned for its smooth gunplay and fluid traversal, and in this one, it's finally time for the light of the Guardians and the dark they've been fighting to combine into one final shape. This is also the expansion that brings back fan favourite Cade 6, who we last saw in 2018. The Final Shape brings in a new prismatic subclass, more PvP maps and a new raid. The expansion is yours from May 28th, and the core Destiny 2 game is a free-to-play game now and can be downloaded right now. I have an extra game for you this month, as Palia, the cozy fantasy life sim, has finally arrived on PlayStation, and it's free right now. In this one, we create a character and claim a plot of land in this magical world and make a dream house for ourselves, gathering materials and crafting recipes to make everything exactly how we want it. We learn to hunt, to fish, to catch bugs and mine for resources in a shared world with other players around us, and there's NPCs to interact with, and they can even be romanced. There's an intriguing story here, as we are one of the first humans seen in this world in thousands of years, after humanity was seemingly extinct. And now we need answers. But that can wait if you prefer to grow crops and upgrade your homestead. A new free DLC is also here with the Elderwood expansion, with a mysterious forest to adventure through, new quest lines to follow, and even a shark to fish for. Palia offers crossplay and cross-progression with other platforms, Xbox, PC or Nintendo Switch. Thanks for sponsoring the video, Singularity 6. Palia is out right now. Guess what? There's even more coming to PS Plus, but the rest of this video is dedicated to extra and premium subscribers, as 4 new games enter the catalogue. GTA 3, the definitive edition, lands on June 10th on both PS4 and PS5 to help us get through another year of waiting for GTA 6 to finally release. We also have Skull and Bones, the action-adventure game set on the high seas, in which we play as a pirate dabbling in tactical naval warfare in an open world filled with AI combatants, NPCs, and other real players. That's on PS5 and arrives on June 2nd. Then we have an amazing little Souls-like game, Another Crab's Treasure. This one arrives on May 29th, but instead of having a badass sword, we have a discarded fork that's getting rusty, and during the game, our hermit crab upgrades his shell, also his home. And there's another Destiny update here, as the Legacy Collection will be added to your library on June 4th. I have no idea why all the release dates are all over the place here, but I'll write them in the description if you're unsure when things land. And over to the premium tier of PS Plus now, we have Myst and Riven. These are single-player graphic adventures from the 1990s. They are essentially old-school point-and-click adventures where we tell our character where to go and drag and drop items on the screen. One of these was on the PS1 and the other was on the PSP, I believe, if memory serves me right. And both games are yours from June 5th. So a lot of games, but I'd love your opinion on what you think about this update and, more importantly, PS Plus Essential. I'm Adam, you're awesome, it's been a pleasure. See ya!